Out come Memories, one of many Roblox asymmetrical games on the platform, a unique Asym compared to the others we have today. A game that actually has saved my channel. Let's talk about that. Back in July of last year, we're almost coming up to that date actually, July 9th, I lost my channel due to YouTube's inaccurate AI moderation system, and I hit a new low in my life. I was scared, I was lost, and for the meanwhile, I was streaming on Twitch while battling the representatives at YouTube about my channel's fate. But I wasn't alone. I had people to help me during these dark times, and without them, I probably would forever be lost. Now, you may be wondering, what does any of this have to do with Outcome Memories? What does your stupid sob story have to do with OM? Well, I'll get to that point, but just listen for right now. Like I said, I was streaming on Twitch, and one person who was helping me out during this dark time was Ross, who was a co-owner of Outcome Memories at the time. And well, I was given early access to the game, and they shouted me out in the Outcome Memories Discord server. That boost of engagement and followers really helped me gain back the motivation to continue chasing my dream of being a content creator. And later on, I even got my very own cosmetic for the game. Obviously, I have quite the connection to Outcome Memories, with also being friends with a lot of people who worked on the game. And I know I do give this game a lot of shit for a lot of reasons, lots of many reasons, but I do love this game. Even though I shit on it a lot, I love this game. I owe a lot to this game, and I love the people behind the game. But anyways, whenever I first played OM, I was shocked. I was amazed by how clean and fresh and detailed it was. And it brings more engaging gameplay than most Asyms, because one thing about Outcome Memories is that you must be a team to actually win. Outcome Memories had a great start. The only issue at the time was the balancing on 2011X. It was fucking horrible. At the time, since he was the only current killer, if a team knew what they were doing, you genuinely would be beaten down with no mercy into a bloody pulp. And obviously, people did not like this one bit, so people started turning their chance off. And so less and less players ended up actually playing 2011X EXE. Now, let's actually talk about the lead up to 0.2 and the game's community before then. Back then, the game's community was obviously smaller, and it was a lot more tame and calm. It was a humble niche community. I remember on my last birthday, I had gotten so many birthday wishes from people in the community and even staff. People were just a lot nicer back then. However, once 0.2 started being teased, people started expecting it to be soon. People started becoming more and more impatient. But this video is about the potential of OM, not everything that's wrong with OM or led up to its demise. So let's talk about the upcoming characters for starters that we could have expected. Now, I would literally stream OM every single day. No, like literally every single day. And while I did that, I in my chat saw all kinds of different upcoming characters or just developer content in general. Back when I was a playtester, I got to see Colossus, and man, was he terrifying. I also got to see 2011X, though he didn't actually have any moves at the time. He was still pretty cool. Also got to see a lot more characters that I probably won't mention. But one character that wasn't ever planned to be playable, but also ended up being the most detailed character in the entire game was King.
What? All right there.
This guy was moving like Prime Vaughn. This dude's aura was so strong, people started thinking he posed an actual risk to their computer. King. This guy's moveset just showed the insane potential of Outcome Memories, showing so many new features, so much cool stuff like summoning minions, being able to teleport, make players see hallucinations other players couldn't. It was insane. He even had his very own text bubble speech. And now, we talked about a good amount of the characters. Let's talk about probably the biggest thing OM could have had, the recode. An Outcome Memories recode could have genuinely brought this game to the highest. Actually, I take that back because the community would still be horrible. This community, well, we'll get into that later. But yeah, this game probably would have been the highest it's ever been, and we actually almost had it, with the recode being approximately 75% finished, revealed in Egg Master Plan's interview. And in that same interview, there was a lot more planned for the game, so if you want to go check that out, please go do so. It's like an hour long of content, upcoming content, planned content, just stuff like that in general.
Sorry about that, little guy.
But anyways, yeah, dude, we could have had an OM recode. I remember, I think Sobi, I could be wrong, talking about a moving train map or something along the likes. OM genuinely had so much freaking potential, dude. It makes me mad to see how this game went. But the game has been canceled for the time being with the final update. The final patch or is it final patch or final batch? I get confused. It's planned to be released sometime in the future. And well, it's been months and there hasn't really been anything on that. So who knows? Maybe there might not actually be a final batch. But the story of Outcome Memories is truly sad, with tons of drama and miscommunication that led to this game's ultimate cancellation, and even physical attempts at break-ins to the previous owner's house, which should never get to that point. I do hope he is okay and doing well. I saw he was animating some Deltarune stuff on Twitter a bit ago, so I'm assuming so. But this community through those months genuinely had me feeling hatred for everything Sonic related. And I will still say this, the OM Outcome Memories community is worse than the Forsaken's community. It's disgusting what people did. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about OM for a bit and its potential it had. It's genuinely so sad. I still love this game and the folks behind it, especially the people behind it. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and possibly join my Discord server if you're interested. But yeah, you guys have a great night, and I'll see ya in the next one.